Welcome to Great West Kenworth. This is a quick overview and summary of our health and safety policies. This is by no means meant to replace our comprehensive orientation manual. You can find more information there, as well as on the intranet. You can use any company computer to access the intranet. Just type GW Intranet into the address bar and follow the links. At Great West Kenworth, we pride ourselves on our flat organizational chart. There are only 3 steps to see our president. We also pride ourselves on open communication and our open door policy. If there's anything that you feel uncomfortable with, you can always email a concern anonymously through the intranet. After your orientation is completed, all documents can be found on the Employee Self-Serve ESS website at gwkw.greatwestkenworth.com. At Great West Kenworth, we have a health and safety program which covers 7 major areas: management, leadership, and organizational commitment, hazard identification assessment and control, ongoing worksite inspections, qualification, orientations and training, emergency response, event recording and investigation, and program administration. We also have a health and safety policy statement which covers these 7 areas in your orientation manual, or you can read it on any safety board. We believe all accidents and personal injuries are preventable. Let's work together to ensure the best in health and safety. It is Great West Kenworth's responsibility to provide a healthy and safe work environment, and it is every employee's responsibility to work safely and abide by health and safety policies. Your responsibilities as a worker are to identify and eliminate any hazards, maintain equipment, work in a safe manner, know that you are able to refuse any unsafe work, participate in any health and safety event, and ensure that all workers and all visitors are using their personal protective equipment. In addition to working in compliance with health and safety regulations, you must report any unsafe work practices or conditions, cooperate in training initiatives, use all safety guards, such as safety glasses and safety boots, and not use equipment that has been locked or tagged out. Some areas of the building require you to wear safety boots, safety glasses, hearing protection, dust masks, gloves, respiratory equipment, and a bump cap. Ask a senior employee or your supervisor or manager which areas you need personal protective equipment for. By now, you should have written your WMIS test. You need to score 80% or higher in order to pass. Some workers will have to write a transportation of dangerous goods test. These workers include parts drivers, outside sales representatives, and shippers and receivers. They also have to score 80% or higher. Whenever you hear the fire alarm, you should shut down your equipment if possible, help any others that need assistance, evacuate through your nearest exit, and go to your designated meeting point. Always know where the meeting point or muster point is at your location. On your first day at work, you should ask your supervisor or a co-worker to take you around and show you where all the first aid kits, fire extinguishers, and eye wash stations are. Most employees will receive a company uniform or company coverall. For those employees that require business casual wear, please refer to the orientation manual for guidelines on what clothes are appropriate and what are not. In the case of an incident or event, make sure you fill out your event recording form. This is to ensure that accidents do not reoccur, as well as documentation in case we need to file a WCB claim. If you are injured at work, notify your employer right away, tell your doctor, and record your injury for the Workers' Compensation Board. There is a section called Back to Basics in your orientation manual. Did you know how many work injuries are related to the back? 70%. Take care of your back and take a moment to read up on proper technique. TOOLBOX meetings are a regularly scheduled chance for your manager to discuss health and safety topics, as well as give you an opportunity to bring up and discuss health and safety issues and concerns. Most workplace fatalities occur because of forklift accidents. Because of this, no employee is allowed to operate a company forklift without a license. Speak with your manager to find out how to get a forklift license. Every employee has the right to refuse unsafe work without fear of disciplinary measures. Each employee receives a job hazard assessment. Your job hazard assessment is located on the ESS. These assessments help you identify where injuries can happen because of your job, such as pinch points, ladders, or even angry customers. It's a good idea to review job hazard assessments from time to time. The more you know, the safer you are. Great West Kenworth has zero tolerance for workplace violence and harassment. If you feel that you are being harassed or discriminated against, please see your manager, supervisor, or HR representative immediately. If you break a company policy or regulation, you will receive a verbal warning unless your violation is severe enough to warrant termination on the spot. If you continue the transgression, you will receive a written warning, and the fourth time, you will be suspended or terminated. All visitors and contractors must log into our logbooks. This is so we know that people with a visitor's tag have properly signed in. Also, if there's ever an emergency or evacuation, we can reference the logbook to double-check everyone has gotten out of the building. You must always have some means of communication with you when working alone. You should also have a plan worked out with your supervisor or manager. Every branch at Great West Kenworth has a first aid list with all the people who know first aid. These lists can be found at any health and safety board. If you wish to become a first aider, please see your HR department. At Great West Kenworth, there is absolutely no smoking inside the company premises or inside company vehicles. We have designated smoking areas. Have your supervisor or manager point them out to you. Smoking is only allowed during your scheduled break. We do not allow sneaking out for a quick smoke. Each month, Great West Kenworth does worksite inspections to check for and eliminate any safety hazards. At Great West Kenworth, each branch has a health and safety committee. They meet once a month to identify unhealthy or unsafe situations in the workplace. They recommend corrective actions, and they see to it that our health and safety program is well maintained. Health and safety committee members are not police officers. Management is ultimately responsible for making sure that everyone follows health and safety policies. Good housekeeping habits are things like clearing boxes left in pathways, making sure items are securely stored, and generally cleaning up after yourself while working. Practicing these habits helps to eliminate hazards, reduces the possibility of incidents occurring, leads to a more efficient workplace, and creates a good public image. Great West Kenworth is taking steps to reduce its carbon footprint, and we recycle whenever possible. All our documentation, pay stubs, and benefit information can be found on the ESS, and we ask that you only print these items if it is absolutely necessary. Otherwise, you can save them for your records as a PDF on your computer. Thank you so much for listening to this brief orientation on our health and safety policies. Again, remember, this is only an overview. For more detail, please refer to your orientation manual.